Hello everyone and welcome to my thoughts on Look Outside. So I'm just letting the stuff scroll in the background for something to be there. It's mostly this whole episode's just gonna be me talking, so if that's not your kind of thing, just skip ahead. I'm not gonna play the game. So I've just beat this game completely. This being the second time I've gotten to well, technically third time I've gotten to an ending, but second time I played through the game completely. The first time was on an easier patch, and this time was on a harder patch. So I just kind of want to give a few of my thoughts right now. So first off, I really wish they had done something different with the random event system, because I have never encountered Dan. Apparently he's random and you can just encounter Dan. I encountered Morton multiple times, but he was already evil in this run, but last run he wasn't. And I've only in one time managed to get Sophia to show up, and she's yeah, by the way, patch 1.7 is what I'm on. But anyways, I've only encountered Sophie once, and she's such a minor thing, it doesn't really matter. And it's always pretty late into the game where I encounter the mother as well. So that's all just kind of like, I wish they had included some way where if you do the right number of actions or the right actions, you can trigger getting a follower. And they kind of did that, because from what I understand, the roaches, you can kind of rush to get them. I've never gotten them, by the way. It takes a long time. Maybe I'll just do that in the background and see if I can get some roaches while I'm monologuing. But yeah, I'm also gonna check on Audrey real quick. Sorry, I said I wasn't gonna play the game, but I am gonna just check two things. Anyways, as I was saying, like, the random event system could probably use some tweaking. I get the idea is there's going to be new, every run would be a little different, but in practicality, there's not enough random events to make that happen. Instead, you're just kind of missing one or two of them, it seems like. Um, the guaranteed followers I have no problem with. Like Leah and Joel, I did not know they were followers until I started reading what other people said. Um, anyways, one second, I'm just gonna do this. But yeah, it was very nice to be able to, I don't think I can get her. I think I've messed up here. Yeah, I don't have enough money. Oh well. Anyways, I don't think I, oh wait, really? Haha, interesting. I didn't. That's weird. Anyways, like, I've never been able to do Rat Hell, by the way, too. In fact, I didn't even know Rat Hell was a thing until I read about it. There's a lot of things that are very much not obvious in this game. Like, Leah is not obvious, Joel is not obvious, Rat Hell. I don't have a problem with that. It's the random events where you have no way to actually get the character without knowing about them ahead of time. It's basically that bothers me, nothing else. The game is, I feel like the first time I played the game, it was hard, but it wasn't like incredibly hard or anything. The second and third time, that's when or not the second and third, but the second time, like, it was super easy. I was able to use my knowledge of the game to, like, boy, I wish I had a few more cents. I don't think there's any money anywhere for me to get, though, unfortunately. Unless I wanted to genocide some people, but I'm not gonna do that. But, anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so anyways, the difficulty just kind of shot up, in my opinion, too much between 1.5 or 6, whichever one I started on, and 1.7, because even with all of my foreknowledge of having had a run before and having a really strong party with Leah and Joel, like, the second I got to the basement, everything just went sideways, and I was being destroyed, beaten, and it was not fun. It really wasn't. Like, I was able to take out Taxidermy, Stargazer, all these presumably hard enemies with basically no issue. And then I get to the basement and randomly I'm getting destroyed. I had Rat Boy at the time, mind you, and I was thinking I would take Rat Boy as kind of like an intentional debuff. But you know what? Instead, Rat Boy can't even survive most of the enemies on the later parts of the game. Like, he would not be able to do anything against most of the enemies, and I don't think that's a good thing, mind you. In fact, I think that's very bad. Um, I'm pretty unhappy with Ratboy being basically useless, and I feel like that's going to be the case for a lot of followers, from what I understand from the Reddit. Like, I've never used Zarya and the other one, but from what I understand, they're pretty useless. Um, Papanu's fine. Alright, Papanu's fine, the Roach guy's really strong, Joel is pretty strong, Helen's pretty strong, and Leah's pretty strong. Dan's apparently amazing, but like I said, I've just never gotten a chance to get him. By the way, I'm really annoyed by this, but let me see if I can find that eyeball real quick. Oh yeah, the Roach guy is apparently really strong, but apparently the trade-off for him is that apparently it takes. Oh hey, that's the dead rat down there. It takes so long to get the Roach guy that you basically have no chance. You basically have no chance of. That's really annoying. I wish I could just recruit them for the achievement. You basically have no chance of getting it until like the late game, and then it's kind of like hobbled by level, but that's fine. Um, Also, apparently there's like more to the rat stuff. Apparently you can, it's random now. It didn't used to be random, but before I think you always got the rat crown, or at the very least I got the rat crown. And you're able to like access some different merchants and skip some stuff. Whatever, 1 second, I'm just gonna find the eye real quick. Apparently the eye is it's just here. There's a key here apparently. It'll kill you if you stand here for too long, which I'm really disappointed by. I really wanted something to do with the eye. And apparently one of these rooms will open up with the pipe girl creature thing, but that's not important. But yeah, I feel like this game, it has a lot of content, it has a lot of followers, but the followers need to be balanced better. You need to be able to get the followers, and they need to focus more on content like Rat Hell. It's, you miss it, you miss it. It's fine. It doesn't really affect the game, and that's good. If you don't get one of the good followers earlier on, like, I don't know if you can do the basement with a full team of weaklings now, honestly. Like, I feel like you genuinely need 4 characters, and for most people, like, really good people who put a lot of hours into this are probably going to be able to stomp it in solo runs and all that stuff. But for the average person who's just playing this game for fun, you need 4 characters, and you probably need the good characters at that matter. Um, yeah, I honestly have no idea how the other characters stack up now. I feel like if I had my old team with Papanou, Helen, and Morton, I don't know if I could have done the basement, or I definitely couldn't have done the furnace. They really need to work on some of the balancing there. They need to work on letting you get your followers earlier so you can gain levels, because if you get them late, it's kind of lame. There's definitely still more content coming, I know that, because, like, we have that little abyss of nowhere in the basement. We have the game cartridge that's kind of implied to be haunted but doesn't do anything. You know, little things like that are definitely going to get filled out, and I'm excited to see it. And I'm hoping it gets filled out in such a way that I can use one of my current saves instead of having to play the game again, because while I like the game quite a bit, actually, I don't want to play through the whole game again, honestly. Like, it get pretty tedious on its 3rd run through, because I have done almost everything. I've done everything but the Laughing Mold, who isn't a real boss. Apparently he's kind of like just his own thing. I don't know if I've ever killed Baby Teeth, honestly. 1 second, I just want to see if I can something here. Oh hey, I forgot to use my rare cherry. Anyways, no. I was just gonna check real quick to see if that game cartridge was usable, but no, it isn't. Um, the video game skills are really funny because they range from completely useless to completely overpowered. It's the earliest source of almost free healing. It's the earliest source of the source of stamina recovery. It's a source of a like just take out like a dodge boost. Like, it's, the video games kind of need balance more. I feel like some of the skills are useless and I've never used them. Some of them I need every single run. Speaking of which, by the way, Ratboy could be made about 1,000 times better if you didn't have to give up one of your arms for him. Because giving up the arm feels really, really bad. You've just made yourself weaker. You can't use firearms, and, like, unless you have a weak party member, unless you have either a weak party member, or B, someone like Joel where they're a tank and don't do damage naturally, you're not going to be using items and guns a lot, honestly. You kind of need your arm as Sam. I kind of am interested in going into a full ballistic, playthrough, but personally that plays with my brain. I don't like messing with resources like that. Anyways, overall, like, I have no complaints about this game. It's been an amazing experience, and I think it's only going to get better with the future patches. However, yeah, it's what it is, honestly. It's pretty crazy, and I love that. I love that there's not really a good ending, although I would not mind if they eventually they added in a super secret special, like, almost impossible to get good ending. That would be fine. Or if they don't, that's also fine. It's Lovecraftian horror. I would be interested, as I've mentioned, I'd be interested in seeing followers being easier to recruit with specific methods to get different followers. I would not mind more followers. I definitely want a couple of things fleshed out, but overall, it's really good. It's actually an amazing value for the money. Like this author, like the game maker, he has killed it. I say he, but you know, everyone who worked on this game has killed it. I don't know how many people, I don't know who they are, so forth, but yeah. Anyways, I'm definitely going to be like on the Reddit. I'm going to be reading about this. I'm going to be seeing updates and theories and ideas. And it's just going to be an experience for me. And maybe sometime in the future, after the final release is done, I'll even do a third playthrough. But for now, I think I'm pretty good. Like I'm pretty good. I would not want to go through the basement again. It was kind of an unpleasant experience, and honestly, I'm not sure I'd have a different way to go through the basement because, like, as is with Helen, Leah, and Joel, it was not a exactly fun experience for me. So yeah, really frustrating, honestly. Anyways, I just wanted to give my final thoughts because I'm gonna pull up my Steam 1 second. I put just shy of 40 hours into this game, which is, full release game. I would have paid for and gotten less time out of in a lot of cases. So that's amazing. All the characters are amazing. The story's amazing. The only reason you would not want to play this game is you don't like downer endings and you don't like cosmic horror. Those are your only excuses. Otherwise, buy this game and you're going to probably have fun with it. It's going to be frustrating. I encourage you not to spoil yourself too much, but yeah, if you hit a brick wall, maybe you can spoil yourself a little, or maybe you can try again. Either way, whatever you want to do, you're going to have fun. Alright, everyone, like, comment, subscribe. I'm probably going to start Fear and Hunger, Terminia next time, as, um, as John or Super Eye Patch Wolf always says, non-zero chance of dicks. I don't know if I don't think that's going to be the case because obviously I'm not going to stream that game. I'm not a big creator and I'm not going to take those kind of risks, but I will be playing it, and hopefully, I know it's going to be harder than this game, but I get the idea that it's got a similar level of depth, craziness, or so forth, and that's what I'm looking for. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.